Hey guys, welcome back to Islandgirl's Kitchen, and today I will share with you how I make my fermented coconut kefir yogurt and coconut kefir. And the ingredients you need are coconuts and kefir starter. So I'm using 7 young coconuts and a packet of the kefir starter. I will open 5 coconuts and take the water from the 5 coconut to make the kefir. And I always strain it, but I don't use a metal strainer. You can use stainless steel, but not metals, because for some reason metals tend to react with cultured food. So stay away from using metal strainer when you're straining. And you just want to ensure that everything is well sanitized and clean, because we are working with bacteria, we're fermenting bacteria, so you want to ferment just the good bacteria and nothing that's bad. As you can see, for the kefir, everything is just effortless and simple. So this is the 5 coconut water, and I'm just going to put it in this jar and put the kefir, a packet of the kefir starter, and mixed it with a wooden spoon because I don't want to mess around with using metal, and put it in the oven. And I always turn the light on because you want to make sure that the temperature stay constant. So I turn the light on, so it will be about, say, 80 degrees inside the oven, and I will ferment it for 24 hours. What I'm using to cover the kefir is a burper. And what this does, it has a little nipple and it allows the air to escape, so while it's fermenting, it doesn't explode in the oven. Making the kefir is pretty easy. Now making the yogurt is a little time consuming. I will open 7 coconuts and then take out the meat, and I'll also peel off the little brown pieces at the back because I want my yogurt to be perfectly white and pretty. And I always rinse as I go along because, like I say, you're working with bacteria, so you want to make sure everything is perfectly clean. Because this is 7 coconuts, I don't want to overload the blender, so I'm going to do it in 2 portions. In the interest of time, I'm not able to go through the details as to why fermented food should be a part of your diet, but I did put some information in the description box below. I also put 2 links or 3 links to Amazon for the gadgets I use if there's anyone who is interested in getting the coconut opener or the kefir starter or even the blender I use. I provided links in the description box below. As the yogurt ferments, it tends to expand, so I won't fill the jar all the way up to the top, because there are times when I ferment and I wake up in the morning and I open the oven and it overflows. So I'll just go 3/4 of the way, and the little that I have remained in, I will just put it in this little jar. Guys, just notice the difference of this is the before the ferment and after the ferment, and you can see the kefir, it's more clear and more yellow, and as it's done fermenting, it has a shade of white. So now I'll store my kefir in a jar, and in the mornings, the first thing I'll do is I'll take a shot. So the wonderful thing about using the kefir starter is that you can use it multiple times to ferment coconuts. So for the remaining kefir that I did not use, I'm going to use it to ferment another batch of coconut. And you can use this, like I say, up to 7 times. So I will leave some of the yogurt behind, and I'll use that to ferment another 5 to 7 coconuts to make another batch of yogurt. And I'll also use the liquid to ferment and make another batch of kefir. And you know, they say you eat with your eyes first. So I love when my food is pretty. So I'll add these colorful berries to my yogurt. But you can choose whatever fruits you like. My choice is the berries. They're low glycemic index, and they add a little sweetness to the yogurt because the yogurt is very tart. You can also add some elderberry syrup to it or some manuka honey. The choice is yours.